Hey Fiskateers, I didn't have time for the whole outfit today because I have 2 hours before I'm headed out the door for a holiday party, and at the last minute today I realized that I can make a really fun holiday skirt, I think, and it might even win me a prize for the craziest holiday get-up. So I'm taping it to see if it works out. If it does, I can share it with you, so I better get started. I'm running out of time. Okay, here's the best thing. There's hardly any supplies involved. So this is really just going to be a variation on the no-sew tutu I did on Fiskars TV last year. All I'm going to need is, I have this round elastic cording because I really don't have time to sew anything, and you know that I'm not a big fan of sewing when I can get away with it. I have my rotary cutter, and that'll make it really easy to cut my tulle into strips. And I have my big acrylic ruler here that's going to help me with my rotary trimmer, so I can just lay out my tulle. And I found this kind of Christmassy green, it's like a Christmas tree green tulle. And I'm just going to roll out strips, and I'm going to do a variation on a tutu. So I'm going to get started rolling out my strips, or cutting out my strips, and then I'm going to tie this around my waist, and I'm going to thread these through, and then I'll see what I come up with that I can share with you. Alright, to start out with, I have rolled out my tulle. I've folded it in half. I bought 5 yards of tulle because I got it for a good price. I'm probably not going to need that much tulle, but honestly, I use tulle for so many things. It's great for replacing tissue paper in gift bags. So if I have any left, I'll probably wrap the gift that I'm taking tonight for the gift exchange, or put it in a bag and then put a little bit of this tulle coming out. But what I did was hold the tulle up to my own body and measured how long I'd like my skirt to be. So this is going to be much longer than I would make for Tabitha if it were a tutu for her. So you see my skirt's going to be about this long, but I wanted to have some volume, so now I have 4 different layers to my skirt. And now I'm going to start cutting lengthwise. These are going to be my strips, so I'm just going to turn this around. And now I'm going to cut about 2-inch strips down here. Again, no sewing, so I'm going to be tying these to the elastic that I'm going to measure by tying it around my waist. And once I have a whole bunch of these strips ready to go, I will start putting them on my skirt, and then I'm almost done. And I'm only 5 minutes into this project, so far so good. Okay, now that I have my tulle cut, my next step is to take this elastic cording, and I'm just literally going to tie it around my waist and make that be my measurement, and then I'm going to add a little knot so that I have a full circle, and then I can start threading my strips of tulle through. And I'm going to play with the tulle before I explain how I'm going to do that, because I think I want it to be in layers, kind of like a Christmas tree is, so let me go get started on that. Okay, I've been cutting my strips. I ended up making my strips about 3 inches wide, so they'd be a little bit wider and then would take me a little less long. And again, I just measured according to the length I wanted my skirt to be, so yours would be a different length. And if Tabitha's able to wear this next week, I'm just going to trim it for her, give it a little haircut. And let me see if you can see what I've done so far. So I put my elastic around the chair to start off with, and then I just worked on the tulle by putting it on my body once I was halfway done. And I just did an old bookmark tie here, so I just took the loops of tulle up here and then tied them in, and I just cinched them together until I had a nice full skirt. It's not exactly looking like a Christmas tree, it looks more like a weird tutu, and I have this more formal skirt underneath because I definitely don't want to wear this tutu with nothing underneath. But I need it to look a little more Christmassy, so I have some inexpensive decorations that I got. I'm going to add them to my tree skirt. And again, not sure if this is going to look like how I intended it to, but it's kind of fun. It was really fast, and I'll let you know if I win a contest, and I'll post a finished picture of me before I head out the door. So I'll see you guys later. Ooh, I can't resist showing you one more tip. So my skirt still doesn't look exactly like a Christmas tree, so I wanted to show you what I was doing with it. I'm still using my trusty old chair. I can't say enough about how easy this would be if I had a dress form to put my skirt on. So stay tuned for my duct tape challenge. Can you guess how duct tapes and dress forms go together? Leave your guesses in the comment section. But in the meantime, I'm using my trusty chair, and what I've done is gotten these very inexpensive, very lightweight Christmas ornaments, and I'm going to tack them onto my skirt to make it a little more kitschy. I'm just going to use some embroidery floss, so wish me luck. I'm still under time, so I have time to decorate a little bit.